shard from the Tormentor, and
Just hit him with
that's gonna
side
give you
blades.
armor.
Who cares about armor when you get hit by side blades, which are pure damage? Yeah. You always have a way to kill your opponents.
But then there's the next point I want to make. You could burst low HP heroes with magical damage, but now intelligence points give you base magic resistance.
Yeah, that's
So-
a weird change.
So your shard indirectly gives you also magic resistance, because it gives you intelligence.
A lot of damage. Also went for level 1 blinding light to keep them off of Chidori. That's also not really a hero that enjoys playing against blood grenades, and PRW has 2 of them currently on the Skywrath. So, yeah, Refraction's not having the best time this patch.
It's a very clever approach to spend the blood grenades against the TA. Already skilled refraction, which I'd say is not optimal, but he needs to play defensively in the lane.
Well, as mentioned previously, Poloson currently playing for SMG is still on loan from IG, so he's playing against his former employer, current employer, technically speaking. So we'll see how that's gonna happen. The bounty runes are about to spawn. Any nice grabs? Puck tried to sneak one in, but no way.
There's one interesting to notice. Both offlaners, they're blocking. So they're not going for the bounty fight. They're both blocking. Probably it's a lot about keeping this creep equilibrium. It's better than having the bounty. At least that's the read of both teams. And usually if both teams are doing this on a major, it means it's the new meta.
Well, let's see what's going to happen in that top lane. They're looking for an early gank. Poloson is nearby. They spot out the first PIW Skywrath Mage. They can throw out a blood grenade, slow him down. Do they have a catch? Actually, there is a blinding light. So if he walks up the high ground, he's going to get pushed back. And PIW knows it, that he's pretty much dead if he tries to go for the twin gate TP out. And first blood comes in for Poloson. Probably going to TP towards the bottom lane and help out mid one. Otherwise, mid one would have a pre... I don't think he's going to have that bad of a lane, actually. Io does barely any damage.
Yeah, I'd say it's something that they should be expecting. We see a lot of these starting tri-lanes in the meta. But yeah, good idea from SMG. You should always try it if some things will still fall. Io doesn't have that much initial damage, but since he's a universal hero with levels, he can do some harass. He's gonna get a lot. But he needs to be careful with the access stacks.
Yeah, and later you get Chakra Magic, so Poloson can keep spamming it on mid one, and then you're gonna just constantly get Wild Axes thrown at you. That lane, even back in the... Like, it's a very old lane of just spamming Wild Axes with the Chakra Magic. And harassing them completely out of the lane. And
yeah, but I'd say they're super fine. Because they have 7 stick chargers on both heroes. And that means basically that Luna has 16 6 charges if the IO has 8 with him.
but they could also kill the IO and then she only has 8.
Yeah.
They're focusing the IO currently because...
that's the clever thing to do.
Yeah.
Forced his stick. He still has a lot of tangos, has Fairy Fire.
I love Coddle. It's weird to play with everything on different buttons now because Blinding Light and what's the slow called? My god, I have a level 27 Coddle and I forgot what the slow is called. Just one patch change and my brain is already melted.
I don't know, it's your W. It's not your W anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not his W now, it's his whatever you have it bound to button. And then you get a lot more stuff like recall added in on top, and then eventually you have a lot of buttons to press on the hero. It is also pretty nice if you get the free shard from the Tormentor later, so that you have recall in such a game. Chidori dropping low, the burn is just very nasty. Chidori gonna get himself back, yes indeed.
Oh, the
grenade, but it's not going to connect, so Chidori should stay alive, but look at how low they are. Pretty much can't leave this lane for a second, or either of the two sides will drop.
Yeah, you need to trade your life here. Because you cannot buy that much regen. Really, the guy's just accepting he's gonna die on TA.
Well, he's trying to go for the kill. He does find it. Chidori's still not dead just yet. No refraction. That should be the last tick to finish him off. Doesn't matter too much. Actually, the Venge might get himself POW here. Tries to juke through the trees. And he gets baited out. Afu gets kited around by POW. Almost gets a full healing salve during all of that. That was a bit of an oopsie daisy. And a nice
Yeah, but that was really
move.
good for the TA. She had no resources and she traded her life. Getting the kill first. That's so important. She gets the kill. After she gets the kill, she wanna die. It's not bad that you die here.
Well, the mid matchup is an interesting one, of course. A lot of kill potential between the two, but it almost always comes down to the puck needs to make a mistake. Nearly every single time, it's the puck gets too aggressive, gets caught by electric vortex underneath the tower, and dies.
Yeah. He's pressuring Emo under the tower. Which
Is dangerous with this guy on the Radiant team.
wasn't Emo playing carry.
Yes, but Dust and Emo are both mid/safe lane players, so they swap roles all the time. Emo used to be a mid laner, then he went to safe lane, whereas
Question mark guy.
Dust was a safe laner, and then he went to mid, and then he went to safe lane, and then he went to mid, and then he played pulse 4, and then well, Dust has played everything at this stage. But yeah, they do swap roles. It depends pretty much who likes to play what hero most games. It's kind of like the old Matu Miracle combo of he likes to play X hero, he picks it.
It's Miracle Matu without the TI.
Yeah, you know, that's still underway. Next TI? Yeah, why not? Top lane, Brumas already has his Vanguard, so he's one beefy boy. Really hard to take him down. Especially with the drunken brawler stances now that he has, the slows that he can throw on his enemies. Brumas is a pretty strong hero going for the rune fight. It is going to be a haste bottled up by the puck. Throws out the Dream Coil. Tried to snap it onto the IO. It does get snapped, but they're not going to go for more because Emo can just zip away. Moon is actually still hunting.
Charges.
QIQX.
Emo is baiting.
Drop. If POW hit the Ancient Seal there, Moon would have most likely been caught.
Yeah, it was gonna happen what it told, that the Puck just got way too confident, while Emo has 16 charges.
Healing Lotus is kind of BS for IO as well. Like, it's ridiculous how good that is for the hero. And still such a low win rate currently in the ESL Berlin tournament, which is very surprising.
Tournament just started, and again, like, some win rates, they're super biased, because some teams play the hero, and then you think the hero is bad. Let's say if Gaimin and Shopify and EG and Liquid, they all decide that IO is good. Then eventually IO is gonna have a good win rate.
Well, I think they
team
do that, but, you know, it gets banned in most of their games. Just like when Gaming Gladiators are like, Chen is amazing!
Exactly, so you...
Yeah.
Mid lane, Storm, jumping to Puck.
TP towards bottom as well, but mid is the fight. Moon dropping low. Can he get himself out of there? Zip forward. Emo with the mango shuts him down. Well, bottom lane, they're grouping up to go for a gank here onto Dust and QIQX. Bulloson is nearby, starting to get the Illuminate blast off. From behind was a Venge, already went back towards top, so no real gank potential coming in. But yeah, the Puck losing his life there is pretty painful.
They cannot kill the Luna. Probably Puck's gonna TP. Yeah. So Puck's TP mid. There's no way this Luna dies with IO connected.
Oh, Emo out of mana currently. Does get Dream Coil, but Moon does need to be a bit careful. Vengeful Spirit, no spells available for 4 more seconds. Needs to disengage. Running right towards the Brewmaster. And
He also connecting? No.
yeah, that's going to be the catch. Venge will be finished off. Will they spot out Chidori in the jungle? Nah. And of course Chidori also sees if they're coming because he's got them trapped.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. The Q potential that SMG has on targets with the IO healing, Storm being this elusive hero. Skyref is always gonna play on the back line. Brewmaster, if you don't burst the hero, he's just gonna press R and kite you, or turn into a team fight. Feels like they lack burst when you're playing against a Luna, Brew, Storm lineup.
The burst could come later from Chidori. He is top net worth, but he of course needs a couple of items. Dragon Lance is now done. Afterwards, get stuff like the Deso, the Blink, Chrysalis, and then you kind of one-shot most enemy heroes.
Stop. They're going to Vengeful.
He's dropping low. They have a split available. Throws out the stun to PIW. And is slowly but surely going to get taken down. And is ready to pop a brew split if the TA comes close.
TA shows up, yeah. He has the dust. He's ready.
Dory trying to get some of these creeps. But it's a very scary affair. TP coming in from the puck though. They're going to go for the Brewmaster it seems. Ice Silence. No Primal Split coming out. Dream Coil thrown out as well. Even least you can get
Here's
the split
the answer.
off. Okay.
You can do it.
The more you know. And now Chidori, he is of course dusted up, needs to get the kills on the Brewlings. They're actually pretty squishy, but in comes Dust with the Eclipse. Twin Gates are
remains.
a deadly tool, charging for more. Chidori, can he get himself out of there? The Invis has, the Dust has disengaged, so he can actually Invis up, but has already used his melt, so it's on cooldown currently. Healing up, trying to stay alive. Chidori is going to meld in the trees, but eventually does get taken down. Will they find QIQX? Illuminate Blast will connect. Are there any more rotations? No, there are none to be made, but what a move coming out from Dust. Right there, out of the gates, instant Eclipse, and terrifies the rest of SMG.
Yeah, luckily Dust joined it, because it was a bit messy from the Brewmaster. Underestimated the damage that SMG could put into him. I feel like this plate on 10 minutes he should be using actually on the mid lane rune when he has a Storm IO on his team. Sky barely survives, gets a TP. Storm
Actually,
wants to jump, but there are two heroes covering this puck.
And even then, Puck, if he's quick on his fingers, could dodge it with the phase shift and get the counter silence immediately going. Yeah, there's a. I actually watched a couple of pub matches with the Brewmaster Brew Split, and in nearly all of them, it felt like the Brew Split was so like one of his weakest tools. It's weird considering he got an extra Void Bruling this batch, but it just dies so quickly to any AoE damage.
Yeah, and I believe it should be used as a tool to fight for objectives. So the part of Prune would be the biggest objective there. Avenge. Trying to sneaking.
Oh, Poloson, he really wants that kill, but the TP comes through. Moon's here with the silence onto Emo. Can they get him out of there? Dream Call onto 2, so there's no relocate. Shenanigans coming through, and a nice double kill. They even keep Poloson alive. A great bait coming out there. And Moon even charging for more. PIW gonna get spotted out. There are two bounties that both get denied by PIW. Moon tried to wait and possibly pick them up slightly later with the body blocks, but a bit of a mistake there. Lost a lot of cash for his team, even though they got that kill, and are currently 3k ahead.
Yeah. He denied 108 times 5, 540 gold from the enemy team with the bounties. But at IG, they're forcing moves. And what I was gonna say about the Brew can also mean something for the Storm, that is, the Brew use aggressively his ultimate. I feel like you should just be so annoying. He's doing it again for the Venge kill.
But look at these Brewlings, they're just dropping to a bit of AoE magic damage. And even the Earthband these days doesn't have magic immunity anymore, so he still takes damage to even deny a couple of the Brewlings just for good measure. But yeah, Brew Split is honestly probably one of his weakest tools until he gets his level 20 talent. And even then, like, you need to stack auras on the hero. There's no other way to stay alive.
So I said SMG, they need to snowball to win this game. When I watched the draft, they are gonna snowball. I'm really confident on SMG just snowballing. By the way that Invictus game is playing the map, the Brewmaster, you should be this annoying hero that you take the enemy farm, and they cannot jump you. Because if they jump you, they use all their resources, you use your ultimate, and you go back at them. But he's just using his ultimate.
Foil catch.
Now he doesn't have it.
They tried to actually get the kill here. It's a bit problematic, but of course no split means an easy finisher. The heal blast comes out. The Venge heals just a bit more. Emo needs to be careful because he's out of mana. Nice Mystic Flare, but it gets soaked up by Bullison, and Emo gets chopped up. Chidori, he's got the Deso done? 14 minutes in, he's got Dragonlance Deso on the TA, and they're hunting for everything. Catch on to PIW. Mid one's got the pipe finished on the Beastmaster, so they're ready to go. Like, there's nothing else but magic damage on IG. Pipe does so much at this stage in the game.
Yeah, and now it's IG, the teams that cannot kill any target. Imagine this team fight if Brill had the ultimate. They use a lot of resources, he would just come back with 4 Brillings. But no, he doesn't have the ultimate because he's using aggressively. And then they just kill his ultimate. Not the best level of execution on the Brill. I was really excited to see the Brill because usually the Chinese teams, they play really well this hero. And it's looking very underwhelming on execution level.
I'm still waiting for the Safe Flame Brew. Ramses used to go for it, and now that it is a universal hero, could be fun.
SMG, they take a tower and they instantly use the gate to defend their tower.
Yeah, but Roche is doing the exact same. So it's annoying a little bit on the TP, but PIW topside, are they going to get any catches here? It's pretty rough without the roar available. Mid one actually needs to be careful. Did pop his pipe in time. The damage is non-existent right now with the mech heal from the Coddle.
The Brew
and Emo
just
is dropping low. The Brew has been
dead.
destroyed by that Chidori TA. Brew is no hero at the moment. It's just nothing.
He popped the split when he's full HP. Instead of like just soaking 1.7k damage, then popping the ulti. Yeah. He just get melted by the TA. Melted. You got it.
Why not both?
Yeah, it's just
destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Net worth wise, they're so far behind. Look at Poloson on that Kato. In that fight, Mystic Flare, bunch of magic gets thrown out. They pop pipe, they pop mech. No one's lost HP on SMG. They're all full HP. And IG have nothing left. They have no spells, they have no items. Luna doesn't do any physical damage yet, so the pipe is just the perfect answer at this point in the game.
Yeah, they cannot kill a single target. That's basically the summary of the game. IO has mechans, a bit more of sustain on IG side. Maybe the fight can go longer. But again, not if they do this way, that they just jump and use everything on a target. They should take this whole fight.
Oh,
they're the
that
team
stack.
with the IO.
That's a nice juicy ancient stack right there. For Chidori to clean up.
Like they should start poking the SMG team here.
There's no split for 45 seconds, so taking
they
the
have
fight
the
here
vision
is
on
pretty
IG.
scary.
This
well, it's now removed.
should be. Don't have the vision anymore.
Split. They have a swap available if they want to get a decent catch. And they do, going in for the Skyrat. That's the silence removed from the fight. Venge dropping pretty low, but the creeps are tanking the Eclipse. They will lose the Venge in the process, but on the side, Brewmaster, can they keep him going? They have a relocate available. The leash comes in, they're charging on towards the high ground. They're actually in a lot of trouble here. Moon gets blown up thanks to the buyback coming out from the Skyrat, but Chidori still has the Aegis available, and a lot of nasty right clicks on this TA. Will lose his first life, comes back with a vengeance for the second. They have to zip out, relocate out of that area. A pretty good fight is what it started to look like, but with Chidori getting that kill, yeah, Aegis makes everything a lot more problematic. A dieback coming out on... They actually relocate both?
Storm?
Emo came back in?
Emo?
Why?
There's Dagger on TA? Does he want to go? No, there's a lot of mana still. Yeah. But this fight, you can see, like, the Brew, he soaked more damage than the Venge, so he was still alive while the Venge was dead. That's the approach they need. Brew needs to soak up all the damage, and then he ultimates. But I believe it's too late to realize how to play your hero after you're 9k behind. Probably he got the feeling after this team fight.
Yeah, Guardian Greaves now being delivered onto Poloson as well. So you got a really big Coddle. Chidori is honestly insane how huge he is. 12k net worth, 18 minutes in. Farming absolutely fantastically. You now also have the Crimson Guard on top of the pipe for Team SMG.
Go for Storm.
Going back in. Chidori tanks everything with the refraction charges that Storm throws at him. And he's got refraction charges in 3 seconds again. There's the roar. This time there is a split available though. This could be huge if they find the Chidori kill. No age is available this time and they finally get the kill onto the TA. Looking for more. Brew Split has been used and this is a great way to catch multiple stragglers. They're looking to go back in return. Moon jumps forward. They get a swap going. Paulson is going to get taken down. They're actually not dealing any damage, and the lift up on the Beastmaster is problematic. Silence onto the Moon Puck. Can he get out of there? Emo doesn't have any mana, but Moon doesn't jump over the cliff. Oh no! The disaster has come through, and IG have a good chance to recuperate, and this also gives them an opening to get their own Tormentor in 30 seconds, because that was the one thing that was really scary. With the control that SMG had in that left side of the map, you could really see that they were waiting for the Tormentor.
Yeah, it's a really good team fight. SMG, they kind of went one by one. Beastmaster just roared the Brewmaster. There was no follow-up damage. And they just die one by one. It's a really good team fight by EG. And by the way, meanwhile, Dust is just farming. So they didn't even need the 5 heroes to... I'll not even say win this team fight, because it didn't look like a team fight. Because the enemy team was not hitting back. They were just dying one by one. TA probably overestimating how strong she is. She definitely needs the BKB, not with Aegis anymore. So they did really well with the first Aegis, but now without the Aegis, they kind of dropped the ball. They just felt so strong and gave away basically, I can say, all the lead, to be honest. Because now you're dead, enemy gets the Tormentor, Luna will farm 3-4 more camps till you are back to farming, and suddenly your 9k is gonna be 3k by 20 minutes, 2k, and that's nothing against this type of lineup.
Yeah, they really lack the damage when the TA is dead. They tried to go for it, but with the IO, speaking of which, the deleted IO right there, it becomes a bit more problematic unless you get the catch immediately. PIW is going to be another one in trouble. And actually, this all of a sudden gives them a chance on SMG to still take the Tormentor with that double kill on the supports.
That's weird again. Yeah. There's a 20-minute rune. It's a DD. I believe it's like EG should be focusing on getting their Tormentor and the part-up rune. They were hitting a tower.
Yeah, that Tormentor dies in 3 seconds. And no one took any damage. Okay, so
now
it's physical
everything I
damage
said is gone because they just fed 2 kills.
Crimson Guard just blocked all of the Tormentor's damage. Neat.
Yeah. If it's physical, because it returns the type of damage that you've done to it.
And they just used TA to hit it 3 times and it was gone.
Yeah.
They also have drums on the Venge, they've got Guardian Greaves on the Coddle, not going for the... Like, they're building so many defensive and sustain items so that the TA can just hit people. QIQX needs to be careful, swap comes out, the IO tries to relocate, not relocate, to tether away, but will be found and killed.
Oh...
Emo out of mana.
He's spotted.
Pops the double damage. It needs to drink up some bottle charges to get the zip going. Snaps the coil, but there is Chidori. Double kill for the TA. BKB is now done, and they can go back for the Tormentor to get their second shard. Also, I did not read... Okay, Coddle got the shard, so now you have global recall.
Yeah.
Which is really good on a map like this. And Puck got... Wait, Puck? Oh yeah, Puck is below Pulse in terms of net worth.
Yeah, but I believe if, like, the other heroes have shard, it's like the 2 heroes net worth that doesn't have a shard.
Bench is pretty sad though, that he didn't get a shard, because his shard's kind of baller, and the Puck shard's kind of eh. I mean, it's really good to kill off the Panda split again, which means Brewmaster has even less chances to survive.
Yeah, but I would just ignore the Brew. That's the thing, like, just go for the IO. Killing the IO, then you can burst any target afterwards.
Chidori...
If you don't burst the IO, then you're baited.
Chidori almost has the max stacks on his Deso as well. Easy, easy fighting TA this game. What are they? What does IG need for a fight? Is it a start off, pick off? What's their goal here?
Worst TA.
Moon being spotted out. They zip forward, but he dodges it. Has the blink out to the side. Oh no, they couldn't get the silence in time. There's going to be a fight brewing. Chidori jumps in forward aggressively. Eclipse comes through. It's a bunch of magic damage, but they soak up so much. Afu dropping low. The Venge is going to get taken down. No, actually, he stays alive. Io buys back. Same does Emo. They know that this is the fight pretty much for the game. Chidori being chased down. No way to keep Chidori alive, and the rest of SMG need to dip out, but they will not be able to get out because Emo is on the hunt, and it's a nasty storm. Even with that buyback used, this looks like a pretty decent fight here for the side of IG. They did not actually kill off the Coddle, which is surprising that Paulson got himself out of there. Glimmer plus TP is win, because Invis is invulnerability, but nonetheless, a very decent fight, even though it cost him 2 buybacks.
It's a really good use of the buybacks. Game is kind of depends if it's a super early Roche and IG can snipe it. Because otherwise, I just think SMG still has a lot of control of the game. They're gonna respawn TA, go for Roche, and I don't think IG can take the fight. They could take this fight with 2 extra heroes.
He walks out, and this is the problem playing against the Sky. You need a defensive item, and he currently has none. One silence, you're dead.
Yeah, and you gave that extra 45 seconds for EG. Farm more items, get ready for the Roche. Get their cooldowns back, so Brewmaster is gonna have the split again. Because you're not on cooldowns here on SMG. Roar is still up on the Beastmaster. TA has no cooldowns. You should just run at the Roche. Of course, it's not up, but they need to be checking this Roche because it's from 0 to 3 minutes. This is like a 2-minute one. They should be already placing around the Roche area for this fight on SMG.
They do have a Cyanic Trap on either side of the Twin Gates, which is, I mean, TA is kind of nutty. Like that sort of stuff, that you have vision on the Twin Gates, which are honestly one of the most important areas on the map in this patch, because they're so heavily visited, especially now because Roche is, you know, he's swapping. When he respawns, tends to swap sides. You see where the enemy's headed. You see if they're trying to fight you while you're Roshing. Big value.
Yep. The team that's grouping up for this area is IG. They're smoking there. I'd say they should have a gem by this time of the game to spot all those traps. I see a butterfly on Luna.
TA building up the
IG,
MKB, but still a long way to go.
IG starting to hit their timings.
Yeah, Roche is going to respawn on the Dire side, so it's going to respawn top side in the dark. Smoke gets broken. They're trying to bail out, jump forward. Brew split. Coming through, going for the fight here. Catch on to the Vengeful Spirit, but they're looking for Moon. That's the bigger target. Mystic Flare. Moon is dead again. Has a buyback available, but Afu is another one gone. Looking for more. Chidori has no backup, but still has a BKB at the ready, so he can pop it to try and disengage. There will not be Afu for 25 seconds. Their Roche is not the best on the side of IG, but Brew Split has ended. No Eclipse, no Brew Split. This could be a possibility to try and catch out the IG side, but I would still be very careful right now, because it's not like Mystic Flare has a long cooldown. It's up in 10.
Roche is up. They have the TP spot for the Venge. Probably, I don't know if they're gonna smoke and Venge just TPs in. Okay, it's TPing on the safer outpost. But IG going for a fast Roche. Is it fast enough though?
They're not the best, because Luna is not really that farm just yet. They're actually going the long route around.
SMG will spot with a Hulk in time. It's looking bad for IG.
Going in, zip forward for Polozone. That's the catch, but the silence in response. Emo needs to be careful. Dream Coil comes out, the Roar as well. They're throwing everything to try and kill off the Storm. They know he does not have a buyback, and he gets chopped in two by Chidori. The Io is the next target. No saving grace coming forward into this fight. Dust is trying to man fight, but honestly, they're out of gas, out of juice. The Brewmaster is soaking up all the damage he can. Even going to try and TP in the middle of everything. Gets the TP to safety. But it is going to be Roshan in the loving embrace of SMG. Yeah, I don't know which team needs to have the burst in this case. Mystic Flare is the only real tool that they have to take down one of these SMG heroes quickly.
Yeah, but if Vange's not silenced, she'll just trade her life, right? And soon she's gonna have the Agonies. And she'll be doing this even happier.
Oh, this
I feel like if Luna had the shard, they maybe could have won that fight. Because Luna is lacking damage. And the shard just gives so much damage. Every time an enemy hero is hit by a Lucent being, attack damage is increased by 17 for 15 seconds.
Oh yeah, that's
You have 12 beings. And you're gonna hit BKB targets.
Oh my god, that works that way. Oh, that's kind of nuts, actually. I didn't even realize that the shard was different. That could be pretty huge. This patch just keeps on giving. So IG still hasn't gotten themselves a free shard, and the way this patch works, you kind of don't even want to buy shard because you can get one for free. So even heroes that are really reliant on shard don't want to buy a shard. Like Brew Split's shard is pretty good because he can just cancel it to try and stay alive on the side of the fight, for instance.
Yep. They see the Brew, swap.
Does have a split. No. He is very tanky. Roar used as well. Swap used, Roar used. Io is going to be the main target, and that's probably the better one because, again, still doesn't have buyback, and the Brew just used his split, so there's not too much to fear for the foreseeable future.
Weird split. Again, I don't know. Do we have a different feeling because we're looking from the outside? But for me, it feels like SMG, they Roar, Brew, they use all the right clicks, and they realize, oh, I cannot kill this guy. I need to go for the next target. And then they go for the IO. And then Brew just uses his ultimate out of the blue.
Yeah, no, like I can agree with it. It's kind of weak because the Brew was really stupidly tanky. They barely touched him with his defensive tools that he used. He could probably have just run away.
This hero's so tanky. He should tank more damage.
I guess, you know, it's maybe not too used to the new Brew.
Yeah. I don't know. Feels like they can take a fight now because he doesn't have the ult. And the ult's just like making bad. The ult is like a troll ultimate that they use the ultimate and they're like, holy shit, why did I press R here? Feels bad.
I made a massive mistake. Just
yeah,
like,
I made a mistake.
When someone, you have a Winter Wyvern and a Faceless Void in your team and you're like,
yeah,
Chrono, curse, oh no, what have I done?
Yeah, it's not this mistake of like, oh, I used a cooldown. It's the mistake of, I'm weaker now.
Oh my lord. Yeah, just 3 shots the Tormentor. Free shard for the Venge. That is such a good shard. Especially now that his Axe is almost done. So that Venge is just going to skyrocket in how much value it brings in a fight.
I was looking at net worth because of the shard. So Quado has more net worth than Brew. Let's say same net worth as Puck.
And Puck also got a free shard. So just shows you how good Poloson is in farming.
Yeah, not only farming, at surviving, he has only 1 death. Moon has 5.
I mean, in this patch, honestly, it feels again like invisibility means invincibility, because limited on your sentry wards. Yeah, Dust is pretty nice in this patch, but you're pretty much forced to buy a gem at a quick time in Dota these days. Especially if you're playing against TA with all the traps and TA.
Brew has the gem. But Emo is the guy that's jumping. Maybe leave it with Emo. Brew's also starting fights with his ultimate, so it's fine.
Oh, there.
Region
where Moon is. Smoked
something.
Up. Moon. They know he's in the trees, but both teams, they know exactly what their opponents are trying to do. Tormentor bottom on the dire side still hasn't been taken out.
Yep. Only 28 seconds for the Aegis. Looks like SMG didn't do much with this Aegis. In 5 minutes that we just talking nonsense, waiting for something to happen. And now that's about to be over, he's gonna touch the high ground.
He actually bought his own shard. His Psionic Trap has silence is really, really good. And it also adds in extra bonus traps. Plus extra vision. Honestly, that shard is so much value. And he didn't want to wait for it to be gained.
IG is also sleeping on the shards. Shard on Luna is great. Shard on Storm Spirit is great. On Sky, it's decent.
And IO is pretty decent as well if you tether to the Storm. Actually, it's pretty good if you tether to Storm. Skull Lamp on a hero that primarily does magic damage. Does he get himself out of there? Split available. They're trying to get the heal in. He gets the primal split. They used almost everything. Chidori here with the BKB needs to be careful once it ends. He could be in a lot of trouble. But the Bruce Split is taking a heavy amount of damage, but not as much as Chidori. Nice lift onto mid one as well. That's going to be the second target here. Do they have a way to kill off Emo? Nice glimmer. Emo going to be able to dodge all the damage flying through. Chase in. Nice catch, Moon. He really needs to find the two main targets here, and it's not going to be Emo because he zips out to safety. Poloson hunted, the stun onto two by the bench. And a buyback comes out from the IO to try and keep Emo alive, and this is great by QIQX. Buyback relocates into the fray, keeps Emo going. My god, the sustain is enough. The turnaround is coming through. Buybacks as well by the Coddle. He's now in the middle of the fray, needs to be careful. Mid one's going to be overwhelmed. So much damage being absorbed. And this Brumos just is not being touched.
The cheese used.
Brumos is so freaking tanky. Chasing for Emo. Roar comes out, but they have no TA. Can they kill off the Storm is the question. He doesn't have any mana to zip out of there. Will eventually get taken down, but Dust is another right-click target. Dream Coil. This fight lasted so long, a second Dream Coil has come through. Mid one surrounded by enemies. He's trying to man-fight them, but the respawns are just there the entire time. Finally, the huge Beastmaster is taken down. Oloson would be indeed a dieback. And the last one jumping around is Moon, but Dust, he does not die through that entire endeavor. He did 15k damage on the Luna, that fight. 15,000 damage.
Yeah.
Wow. I've rarely seen any hero do 15k damage in one fight.
Yeah, it was so long, the fight. It's like 2 minutes fight. SMG, they didn't use the Aegis timing. Aegis was gone. IG, they go for the Hound. They find TA. They use the buyback on IO properly. And feels like SMG, they went to the wrong target. They did the thing where you try to burst the Brewmaster, use literally everything on the Brew. He doesn't die. And then he pops the ultimate.
Look at the net worth. This is the net worth, by the way, where SMG has gotten 3 free shards.
Yeah. And feels like they're behind, because the game is on that point that I mentioned on the draft analysis, that I feel if the game goes late enough, they're gonna lack damage to kill IG. They're gonna lack the burst. This physical burst with a TA is not enough. After you get your auras online, so Brewmaster has Pipe, has Crimson, Halberd. Gonna go for Assault Caress.
Honestly, Brewmaster is so much better when he doesn't pop his ulti. It's insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say from the 6-minute mark in the game. And I'm being repetitive, but it's so much about this. And it feels like SMG, they didn't notice this. Because SMG, like IG was fighting on the wrong way, where they popped the ultimate first. But then SMG, instead of waiting for his ultimate, they press everything on the Brewmaster on the start. They do the mistake that IG is not even baiting them into it.
He's a big boy. A very, very big boy. Currently, they do have all shards now on the side of SMG. So you have the Hawks with the dive bomb. They're waiting for Roche to respawn. Top side, there's a Hawk inside the Roche pit. So, yeah, they're immediately going to dip out knowing that the enemies probably know where they are. Emo's got Ags. Popped. This is big. Emo's got Ags at the ready.
Yeah, the jump's coming. Get ready.
Mini black hole, but Emo could be jumped himself, or they find the IO. They know he doesn't have a buyback available on the IO. Tries to stay alive. Nice usage there. Ghost Scepter, he's going to continue forward. Nice Mystic Flare, but they only do manage to find one. Bolson actually in a little bit of trouble. They drop Emo. Chidori still does tons of damage. If he does not get controlled, they will find the Vengeful Illusion. Chidori on the run. Roche is up in 10. And SMG needs to be careful because without a BKB, the TA is rather weak. He can very quickly die.
Yeah, they did the right thing. They went for the IO, for the Storm. But it's a DD Luna. They're gonna go for the re-engage.
Oh, Luna. They have no split, but honestly, this is where the Brewmaster excels. Charging forward, no BKBs available. Dust even hasn't bought a BKB so far. Mystic Flare on the Skywrath, so they have to be careful. We saw how much damage it just pumped out in a couple of seconds in that fight. He's almost done with Ags on the Skywrath for the double Mystic Flare, drop, double silence. Chidori, he tickles the Brewmaster, and Dust does a little bit more damage than just tickle onto Chidori. The TA gets disarmed by the Brewmaster. The TA's in trouble. The Refraction gets dropped. Swap save coming out from Afu. Great save comes through. Buyback from the Skywrath trying to get back into the fray. They're trying to manfight, but Dust, he's healing so much with the Satanic, he's not taking any damage. This is the same as the previous fight, it just excels. And another disarm onto Chidori. He doesn't have a BKB, he cannot fight the TA, he just needs to dip, but Dust chases him down. Godlike streak for Dust, looking for 2. Double kill, beyond godlike they are right now. Illusion's gonna drop, Roche's respawn topside. That's a free shard to be picked up. And all of a sudden, IG, even with a buyback use, whatever, it doesn't matter. This Luna is indestructible. Who needs a BKB?
Yeah, they cannot kill Luna even without the IO. There's just a Luna Brew running to 5 heroes, and they don't have the damage.
He's got 3.7k HP and 38 armor. And that's without all the auras thrown on him by the Brewmaster.
They didn't finish the game when they should. On SMG, with the second Aegis, they were just farming the map, doing the boring, and they lost their timings. They did understand that their draft wouldn't have enough damage by the end of the game.
Luna, even without the Pipe Aura, has 46% magic resistance.
And, like, who cares net worth? You're 7k ahead because you have a Koro.
And you got yourselves 4
How can you
shards.
kill the Luna that's 6k ahead of your other core? You can't.
And he's also a base destroyer right there. Zip comes in, trying to get a 2-man catch, only finds Afu. Not necessarily the best target to blow up. Probably the worst target to blow up because of the illusion that spawns with the Ags. But Dust is just such a beast right now. They have the shard on the Brewmaster, so he can go for the double splits. I'm not too sure if you want to go for the double splits. Yeah.
Brewmaster. Just keep there, Brew.
Just keep there. Heaven's Hope disarming Chidori every time. And you're Gucci.
You stay there. Don't ulti. Don't ulti, Brew.
They actually have the Aegis on the Storm on Emo, who's staying in the back. Snap the coil. Dust is in trouble. Can they kill him? Yes, they do. That's why
he has no Aegis.
Yeah, they gave the Aegis to the Storm. Charging for more Brew Split, needs to disengage. The stun gets thrown out. It actually connects to the IO there. But the Brew will be able to split into 2 opposite directions, and they should be able to disengage. But this is a curious one. If you're going high ground, shouldn't you give the Aegis to the high ground pusher?
I strongly believe yes. You give Aegis to the hero that does the siege damage. That's gonna be frontlining. If you have Aegis on Storm, expect him to jump heroes, and then you kill the heroes, and then you do the high ground. So they go with an Aegis decision, and they don't play around this Aegis decision. Just not the best decisions being made by both teams. Maybe the pressure into the new patch.
Dream Coil plus Swap is still pretty good. It was very effective in that case. They're actually going to steal another Tormentor away from IG. I think this only gives gold now because everyone's got a shard. I actually don't think I've seen the effect of it.
I'd love to see shards on Storm, on the Luna, on Sky, on every hero. Are they going to farm at least one Tormentor on the IG side? XP rune for SMG, they stole it. Probably they're gonna take theirs also.
Everyone gets 280 gold and experience if the entire team has a shard. I quickly had to look up exactly how much it was because it was a real weird number. But 280 gold and experience if you kill off the Tormentor without having the with everyone in your team having a shard. So the more you know. And now SMG is 15k ahead, and it really does not feel like that.
Feels like an even game. Honestly, it was a really weird high ground push where you have Luna under the tier 4, soaking all the damage, and Io is not saving her because he got swapped. So I still feel IG is way stronger here. They just need to be careful with the swap. Because I strongly feel if Io is behind the hero does not die. And if you're not under a tier 4 tower.
They got a lot of auras and saves for the Luna, but if the Luna gets swapped out of position, and Chidori still hurts. He's got the MKB, so Butterfly doesn't do as much, bring as much value as you'd like, and TA still has nasty burst. Always got to be a bit careful. Moon's also got Aeon Disc, so a good way to survive. He's building up the Dagon on Moon. He's got 8k gold just lying about to get that max level Dagon.
It's good. That's what they need.
Burst.
They need this burst, right? So Dagon's the best item to do so. It's a way better choice, let's say, than Vise. Vise, you're going to control the hero, and you're going to be lacking damage. They have enough control, they just lack the damage. Dagon is that item.
Okay, let's see. 25 talents coming in soon enough. Buck already has his. Moon, level 25 talent. Obviously, Dream Coil Pierce's debuff immunity. Debuff immunity is still something that the word I'm going to have to get used to, but that's the first one. Any other big ones, obviously, it's going to take a while for the Storm. He's only level 20. Close to 21, but the overload attack bounce could significantly help in their damage output on the Radiant side. Dory refraction instances is neat.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Brewmaster Fear, to be honest, because this hero is not that picked, but having Fear sounds really good. The Cinder Brew.
Last
There's a 5 seconds.
Yeah, last a second and a half. The cooldowns are pretty low. That's actually really good because it's a very big AoE that's Cinder Brew.
Luna with the mini stun, that can be great.
This is also big. Sky's got his Ags and his level 18, so he's got max level Mystic Flare. That's a ton of damage to be thrown out. Still needs to get a shard, though. Still waiting for that one. Anyone else
The
have a
shard
shard?
that I really want to see is the Luna one. It's so weird that I have 8k. You're going for that Lincolns on the swap.
They only have the Brewmaster shard to break the Primal Split. Well, he has the Refresher shard, so it makes a lot of sense. But you want to be able to break it and pop it back up.
They're going again for the push. Like this time, just don't get swapped. Play a bit closer to the team, use Manta. Have Brewmaster hitting. It's a hero that maybe if they swap you, can survive.
I mean, if they swap him, he will definitely survive. It's also a building Demolisher because, well, his Earthband has the Demolish ability, which does a lot.
If he's alive.
They're taking a significant amount of damage from the spam through. Mid one also has the Heaven's Halberd now, so they have a tool to disarm the Luna, considering... Ooh, Luna does have a 9-second BKB, though.
Yeah, he was going for the Lincolns, yeah. Still... the Aegis timing. Type it in all chat.
Moon's gone full damage, by the way. Daedalus, Kaya Sanj, Aeon Disc, Bots, Blink, Ags. All enemies affected by Dream Coil are attacked every 0.6 seconds. Indeed, you got a Puck with an Ags Daedalus, the new Aghanim Scepter effect. This is kinda neat. This is cool. This is... Now he has pretty much last batches both level 25 talents.
Yeah, now they have the damage.
Dream Coil Rapid Fire, baby.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's just weird that the teams, they kind of don't use their timings. And so SMG doesn't use the second Aegis properly. Then IG doesn't use the third Aegis properly. Then the game is turning this 60-minute game where everything's 50-50. Soon we're gonna have the 1-hour items if the game goes this path.
Oh yeah, any of the new tier 4 items we have in the game? Let's see. No, we do have... Both sides have 2 spell prisms, by the
Emo.
way. Oh, jump in. Nice AoE Electric Vortex catch, but damage is not there just yet. In comes the Eclipse. Can they get any damage going? No one has even been hit so far. With all those spells used, Dust is actually taking some heavy-duty damage, but QIQX still has the cheese, the Gouda right behind him. Chidori popped the BKB. He's being overwhelmed by the Bruise Split. Once his BKB ends, this TA is in a lot of trouble. Gets swapped to save him. Double buyback comes out from IG, but QIQX keeps himself alive right there, continuing to go for more of the great AoE Electric Vortex coming out from Emo, holds them in place, but where's the damage coming through? They need Luna to bump out as much as he can, but Dust charged that by Chidori, taken down. The disarm came to a second too late. Another buyback from the Radiant side. Chidori gets Mystic Flare, another swap save by Afu. Can they keep Chidori going? He has a buyback on the TA. He's still not dead. The heal keeps going. The refraction charges keep on stacking. TA is not dead just yet. Chidori is indestructible. The Brewmaster finally out of spells, out of mana, out of life, and it's going to be a huge win for SMG. So many buybacks came into play. 3 from the Radiant side, 2 for the Dire, but the most important one is a dieback on Emo, and that Luna of Dust also forced to pop the buyback. That
the
puck in that
outpost
team fight as well.
advantage.
But look at Chidori's damage. He did 14k. Not as much as, of course, the Luna previously, but still 14k damage dealt by the TA.
Yeah, so the buybacks on SMG way more effective because you get to TP to the outpost. What IG was doing, they TP to the bottom outpost, then they use the portal, then they connect to the team fight. So they had the buybacks, but not that useful. And just feels like, yeah, as mentioned, IG, they didn't use their timings. They let Puck get to level 25, TA get to level 25.
I think that TA 25, like Chidori got it during that fight. The 7 refraction instance. He just didn't take any damage at one point. It took too long to hit him multiple times. It was also so close
gonna
to
finish
dropping.
the game without shard. Bro, just buy the shard. You don't need to save money for buyback.
Shards for suckers.
Like you have 7k gold, you have threads on the backpack. Just get extra damage.
Oh, they're gonna go for the full megas, it seems. Not gonna try and finish the game just yet. They're a lineup that handles megas pretty well, though. But they need to be very careful considering there's no buybacks available on the Luna and the Storm. The Storm is still so very far away from getting his level 25, which is honestly such a huge power spike.
His XP rune is gonna help him a lot.
How much does it give at this stage? Does it show?
You cannot click on it, but it's...
Oh, we'll see in a sec. UIQX, are you gonna steal it? Don't you
Should be
dare.
almost 2k.
Emo.
Yeah,
2K.
1-9. Yeah.
This game. These fights are so long. These heroes just... The addition of the Brewmaster's auras, Beastmaster's auras, the Io with the healing, the defensive items he has as well. Ghost Scepter, Glimmer Capes on everyone. It's remarkable.
I really think the...
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
The Brew should go Vlad. So you have the lifesteal. Unfortunately, Wraith Pact is out of the game. But having lifesteal would help a lot this fight. Has like Satanic, yes, but on top of that, the team fights are just so long that one more aura would fit really well.
Yeah, and on the other side, they of course have the Vlad's aura on the Vengeful Spirit, considering he stays alive for very long. I have to say that fight as well, Afu was on point. He saved Chidori multiple times with his swaps in that team fight. Because Chidori was at like 100 HP for a solid, what, 15 seconds during that fight?
Book has Refresh Orb, Divine, Buyback.
That's a big puck. He's got double Dream Coil. That I'm gonna need to keep my eye on if Moon's gonna pump out damage. Come on. Moon?
Aegis on the hero that does the siege. Well played, SMG.
On the side, can he get a good catch? Luna still doesn't have shard. The puck
He
is
won't
ready.
buy it.
Come on. They know exactly what puck is, but they can't catch him. Zipping, big catch coming through, but the puck with the Dream Call. Look at the damage onto Emo. Moon going for more. Has the refresh available still as well, but they're going to go for Afu here. There's the refresh use, but a great silence onto Moon. Can he get his spells off? Is
Final
the
Luna.
question. QIQX, they're going to get blown to smithereens. There's so much damage coming in on both sides. The Bruce Blitz over the GG is called, and that is going to be SMG taking the W. I actually really wanted to be delayed slightly more to see how much damage the puck did in that fight. The double Dream Coil did so much, but we don't get to see how much.
And I just see the Luna Divine when he was about to die. I don't know if we're missing the interface.